To view form submissions in Softr, you'll learn how to access, navigate, and review the response data that users submit through your forms directly from the databases connected to your Softr applications. Forms are one of the most powerful ways to collect information from your audience, whether you're gathering customer inquiries, processing job applications, managing event registrations, or simply testing a new feature. So knowing exactly where to find those submissions and how to interpret them is essential for keeping your workflow organized and your data accurate. If you find this helpful, please like and subscribe, and let's get started. Begin by logging into your Softr account using your credentials. Once you're signed in, you'll land on the main Softr dashboard, which serves as your central hub for managing all of your applications, databases, and workspace resources. Take a moment to orient yourself here, because this is where you'll return every time you need to access your data. From this dashboard, everything you build and connect in Softr is just a few clicks away, so it's good to get comfortable with the layout early on. Now look to the left side of your screen and locate the navigation menu. You'll see an option labeled Databases. Click on it. This section is the backbone of your Softr app because it contains all of the connected data sources that power your applications. When someone fills out a form on your Softr site, that response doesn't just disappear into the ether. It gets stored in a database table or file that you specify when you set up the form. So clicking Databases is your first step toward uncovering that stored information. Once you're inside the Databases section, you'll see a list of all the databases you have connected. If you've been building multiple applications or experimenting with different integrations, you might see several databases here. Take a moment to identify the one associated with the form you want to review. You can usually tell by the database name, which often matches the name of your application or the purpose of the form itself. If you're unsure, think about which app the form belongs to and look for a database that shares the same title or description. This is a common pitfall, clicking into the wrong database and not finding your submissions, so double check before you proceed. When you found the correct database, click on it to open it. You'll now be presented with the tables or files that exist within that database. In Softr, forms typically send their submissions to a specific table, and that table is usually named something related to the form, like submissions, responses, or the name of the form itself. If you're working with an Airtable integration, for example, you'll see the exact tables you created there. If you're using Google Sheets, you'll see the sheet names. Navigate to the file or table where your form responses are being saved. If you're not sure which one it is, look for the table that has fields matching your form questions, such as name, email, phone number, or custom fields you added. Once you've opened the correct file, you'll see all of the submitted form entries displayed in a familiar spreadsheet-like layout. Each row represents a single submission from a user, and each column corresponds to a field from your form. So if your form asked for a first name, last name, and a message, you'll see columns for each of those, and every new submission adds a new row beneath the previous ones. This structure makes it incredibly easy to scan through responses, sort them, or export them if needed. If your form includes hidden fields like timestamps or auto-generated IDs, those will appear as columns too, which can be very useful for tracking when submissions came in. Now take the time to actually review the submitted information. Scroll through the records to see if all responses have been captured correctly. Look for any missing data, blank fields, or unexpected entries that might indicate a problem with your form configuration. Some databases also offer a search or filter function, so if you're looking for a specific submission, say from a particular email address, you can type that into the search bar and narrow down the list. This is especially helpful when you have hundreds of submissions and need to find one quickly. If you've been testing your form before making it live, this is the perfect moment to compare the submitted data with the information you entered during your test. For example, if you filled out the form with a sample name and email, check that those exact values appear in the database. This confirms that your form is correctly sending responses to the connected database and that your integration is working as expected. It's a simple but crucial step that many people skip, and it can save you from discovering a broken form after real users have already tried to submit. Before you leave the database, take a few extra moments to familiarize yourself with the layout and the available records. Understanding the structure now will make it much easier to manage your data as your application grows and submissions pile up. You might want to organize your database by adding views, sorting by date, or even creating filtered views for different types of submissions. The more comfortable you are navigating this space, the faster you'll be able to spot issues, respond to inquiries, and keep your workflow running smoothly. A few additional tips to keep in mind. First, always verify that you're opening the correct database connected to your form. It's easy to accidentally click into a similar-looking table and waste time wondering why your data isn't there. Second, test your form first before sharing it widely. Submit a test entry and immediately check the database to ensure it appears. This catches integration errors early. Third, make a habit of reviewing submissions regularly, especially if you're collecting time-sensitive information like customer inquiries or job applications. And finally, consider organizing your database with clear naming conventions and views so that locating and managing form entries becomes effortless as your collection grows. You've now successfully learned how to view form submissions in Softr, giving you full visibility into the data your users are sending through your forms. This ability not only helps you track responses and manage incoming information, but also gives you confidence that your applications are functioning correctly. If you ever need to revisit these steps, feel free to save this video or come back anytime. Thanks for watching and happy building.